Oscar asking his Aunt Ada for an allowance had me weak, and the way she looked at him when he did that was comical as hell. And I think she was thinking what all of us were thinking at the time, which is, are you serious right now? Marion is quite literally out there with a job, and Oscar's out here asking for change, and his aunt had the right answer. Now, I know amongst the wealthy, having an allowance is probably a common thing, but I do think Ada set him up for success by telling him no. That is something that I cannot see Agnes doing. Now, of course, that's because it's not really Agnes's money as much as it's her son's, but still, that was the right answer completely. Now, Oscar, he's a bit of a piece of work here because he said he was never meant to build a fortune. He was always meant to be rich, but that does not excuse him for squandering a fortune and then expecting someone else to take care of him. Now, granted, he's always had that luxury, but you don't get to destroy your own future and then ask somebody to rebuild it. That's my opinion. Now, this makes things interesting because Oscar lost his money chasing Kat, and we know Oscar does not like women, but I can definitely see Oscar finding a way to reconnect with his old friend, his dear friend who never ever forgot about him. And honestly, that is probably one of the more romantic relationships that we get in the show. We see a lot of affection between Oscar and the boyfriend who's not his boyfriend, But honestly, Oscar is a piece of work, so I can definitely see him being more amenable to reestablishing a good intimate relationship with this gentleman here. And honestly, I think he might end up being more snaky than we've seen him in previous seasons. Now, one of the things that I can admire about this character, whose name escapes me at the moment, is that he was very forward in telling Oscar that he knows who he is. He's not trying to pretend. He's not trying to fake it. He's not trying to lay up next to a woman he knows he doesn't like under the guise of social protections. And I appreciate that. That is an honesty and a forwardness I wish most people possessed, but I can see him using Oscar's current financial state to get some things out of him, to be a little bit manipulative and to exploit that weakness that Oscar is finding himself in right now, because Oscar wants money. He's used to a standard of living. He has never seen a job, or at least he hasn't seen a job that he doesn't want to be in. And so this is going to be a really unique time for Oscar. Now, after watching him ask his aunt for money, this tells me everything I need to know about this character, and that is that he would rather ask for money and take money than go and work for it. So that's going to make him vulnerable in a way that I don't know if he's aware of yet, if the TV show goes in that direction. But let me know what you guys are thinking. Do you think Oscar just needs to grow up? Do you think he's going to land back on his feet? Let me know in the comments, and let me know if you guys like this Gilded Age content, and I will see you guys in my next video.